Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Is my voice audible?
Yes, it's
Yes,
audible, ma'am.
yes,
Thank you.
yes,
Ladies and
audible.
gentlemen, thank you. Thank you for taking the time to be here and be part of this session. In few moments, we will begin the introductory session on how to teach pronunciation. My name is Sadia, and it's my pleasure to be your master of ceremony today. We kindly ask you to keep your camera on and your microphone mute throughout the session to ensure the best experience for everyone. Thank you for your cooperation. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and my peace be upon us all. Dear honorable guests, our trainer, Mr. Razan Khairul Fadli, and most importantly, our participants joining us from across Southeast Asia. Welcome to the introductory session on how to teach pronunciation. Ladies and gentlemen, before we begin, let's capture this moment together. Please turn on your camera so we can take a group photo. We'll take a few screenshots, so hold your smile for a few moments. There are 4 slides. Slide 1. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay, slide 2. Slide 2. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Third slide. 1, 2, 3. The last slide. 1, 2, 3. Thank you all for your wonderful smile. All right, without further ado, let's welcome our trainer for today, Mr. Razan Khairul Fadli, will be guiding us through how to teach pronunciation. Mr. Razan?
Yep, I'm here.
Okay. Mr. Razan, the session is yours now.
Okay, thank you so much, Miss Sadia. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for joining this session today in this lovely afternoon. I am Razan, and I'm going to be your teacher for this session, this introductory session. Let me share my screen first. All right. Okay. So for today's session, I'm going to explain a little bit an introductory about these courses in specific, about how to teach pronunciation, and about how to navigate the Teaching English website, how to enroll, how to log in, and also a brief overview about what exactly is the resources and what are you going to learn in the courses itself. A bit of a timeline explanation, if I remember correctly and I recall correctly, 2 days ago, you have already had a webinar, an explanation about how to teach pronunciation, about pronunciation with the lovely Miss Yuniar. And today, 3 of July, it's our introductory session. I'm going to explain to you about the more technical side of the courses itself and about what you are going to do for the next 3 weeks. And then at the end of the courses on 31 July, so maybe about 3 to 4 weeks, we're going to have a sharing session. But first, I want to explain you about the step to make an account for those who haven't made an account on the website, on the Teaching English website. And then I'm going to help you navigate how to enroll in the course, specifically in the How to Teach Pronunciation course. And of course, a brief overview on the materials and the resources inside the course itself. So please, if you have any questions, maybe you can drop it in the chat. But we will have a question and answer session at the end of my presentation should you need more information regarding this course. So first, for those of you who haven't made an account, please do make an account first at the Teaching English website from the British Council. You can go to the page at www.teachingenglish.org.uk, and then on the top right, you can see there's newsletter, login, and register. For those of you who haven't registered yourself as a student, as a learner in this website, or have an account, please do register yourself. But if you have already an account, you can just click login and put your username and password, in which I will then navigate you to the next section regarding how to enroll in the course itself. So let's get back to those who haven't made an account first. You can click the register tab and it will direct you into this form, which you must fill in with your information. You don't have to fill every single form. You just have to fill in the form with an asterisk on it. For example, in this picture, you can see the email address or the username and the password. Scroll down a bit, and then you also have to search several checkboxes about email notification, about the I am age 18 or over, and about accepting the terms of use. If you've already done that, you can just click on creating a new account, and voila, you are now logged in and you have now an account on the Teaching English website. So for those of you who haven't yet created an account, please do just register yourself so you can enroll on the courses for this month. Now, let's continue to our second section, which is how to enroll in the course, specifically on this how to teach pronunciation course. So for those of you who already logged in, you can just log in, and if you are already logged in the course, you can go to the training tab. You can hover, and it will drop down the courses tab. If you click the courses tab, it will direct you into this page, which will have several courses. So you need to scroll down a bit and you need to go to the next page. In my case, it was page 2, but I don't know if it's different for everyone. But please scroll down until you find this specific course, Teaching English, How to Teach Pronunciation. Once you found the correct course, you can just click it and it will direct you to this page. So this page is basically the brief overview about the courses itself. What are the modules? How will the course help you? And how many hours does it take expectation to learn? And then the certificate. But you need to, of course, enroll in these courses. So as you scroll down a bit on this page, you should find a button that says enroll on this free course. You could click it and then start enrolling in this particular course. Now, when you finish doing that, every time, well, I assume you're not going to open the tab like 24 hours, right? So you're probably going to be logged out and then log in again. But if you are logged in and you need to find, the course, the how to teach the pronunciation course, when you log in, you will see this page on the tab at the top under my portfolio. You will find my courses. That is where all the courses that you have enrolled, and that is where you're going to find this how to teach pronunciation course, which you have already enrolled several moments ago. So if you've already logged out and then need to log in and then need to find where are my courses, you can just go to my portfolio and click my courses, and it will direct you into this page. These are all the courses that you have enrolled. In this case, it's the how to teach pronunciation. And then you can access all the enrolled course in this page. So as a reminder again, for those of you who are looking for the courses that you have enrolled, so yeah, in this case, if you're already log out or you close the browser or close the tab and you need to find where are my courses, you can go to the My Portfolio, go to My Courses, and then you will find all the enrolled courses in here. Now, accessing the course, you can just simply click this Start Course, and you will be directed into the course itself. I hope my explanation is clear. If you have any question about technicalities, please drop down on the chat. I will try to answer as best as I can when I am finished with my presentation. But right now, I'm going to explain a brief overview about what you are going to find in this course, in the platform, about the materials, the resources, and what you are expected to find to help you study how to teach pronunciation. So the courses itself is divided into 5 tabs: 1 introduction, 3 modules, and 1 resource. And I will explain each by one and navigate it to help you. So first, at the introduction, it will have a workbook and 3 units. So the workbook itself is an editable PDF. It's complementary to help you navigate and use teaching English to learn about how to teach pronunciation. I will give you an overview on what the workbook looks like. So it's going to look like, give me a sec. It's going to look like this. So it's a PDF, you can download it, and it has several contents about the modules and the materials in which you can learn and help you learn about how to teach pronunciation. So when I say it's an editable PDF, this is what I'm talking about. There it is. What I like about this document in particular is this workbook will help you not only to plan about what you are going to learn, but also to reflect on your practices, your applicable practices after you learn about how to teach pronunciation. So I highly recommend you to download this to help you plan and reflect about your studies. Other than that, these modules also contain resources. For example, this for module 1, it has several resources in which you can use to learn a specific unit. And the resources range from workbooks to videos to recordings, live webinars, and extra workbooks that can help you study and learn about how to teach pronunciation. So I really highly suggest that you download this to help you complement your study in teaching English. Now let's get back to the presentation. Besides the workbook, there are 3 units. There are Unit 1, your program. This unit is explaining to you about meeting your needs and goals and describing the 5 elements of teaching English training experience while also recognizing positive online habit. So this is more of an introductory, your plan and goals, what are your expectations and what are your plan in learning how to teach pronunciation. On the second unit, about your online training core modules, it will help you learn about navigating and using the English teaching learning platform itself. So you can be more familiar about how to utilize it, how to navigate it, how to maximize it to help you study. On the third unit is the extending your learning unit. It contains resources like live webinars, videos, and course workbooks. It's similar to what I just showed you in the workbook on the PDF workbook, where it contains resources like webinars, videos, and extra course workbooks that can help you as to find references or extra study materials to help understand the course better. That is for the introduction. Now we can continue on to the first module, which has 3 units. The first is the phonemic chart. This unit contains key concepts used in describing different elements of pronunciation. If I remember correctly, Ms. Junior has explained 2 days ago that English has a lot of pronunciation with 26 alphabets having 44 sounds. These key concepts can help you understand what certain sound makes and how do you say it in particular. In the second unit are the sound, intonation, and stress. These are the key concept of word stress, emphasizing a certain word in the sentences as explained 2 days ago. And on the third unit is the connected speech. It explains the key concepts of connected speech and intonation. Now we will continue to the second module. The first unit is difficult sound. So for this unit, it will teach you about identifying sounds of English that are most difficult for your learners to pronounce. And on the second unit are the techniques to prevent poor pronunciation. This unit will help you understand the effective techniques to prevent poor pronunciation. And for the third is the correcting mispronunciation. It will help you effective techniques to correct mispronunciation of individual sounds. So this whole module, if the first module is focused more on the concept and the theory, the second module is more on the teaching side, about to identifying these difficult sounds, these difficult techniques, or poor pronunciation and the correct mispronunciation of a certain sounds, so it can help you better teach about pronunciation. Now, for the third module, the first unit is the features of connected speech and intonation. And for the second unit is activities with connected speech and intonation, which will explain to you about describing techniques to raise learners' awareness of aspects of pronunciation. And on the third is integrating connected speech and intonation, which contains integrate pronunciation activities with other aspects of language learning. So there are only 3 modules in this course, and I will give you a brief overview on what these modules look like in the website. So this is the example. This is unit 1 in module 1. If you click on the unit 1 and module 1, it will look like this. It's a little bit of explanation, reflection, and there's also some audio in it and some answers. Well, each unit will have a different questions and different explanation based on its theme. And you need to complete all the unit inside these modules to get you a certificate from the British Council. So I will go back a bit and it's like, okay, so I will do like this. This, for example, the unit 1 in module 1. I'm just gonna get and click here in the actions, continue, because I'm in progress. And yeah, just wait a bit because it's gonna take a while until the rest of the screen come up. And there we go, it's still loading. Just wait a bit and this is what it looks like for you. So you need to complete all the unit inside the 3 modules to get you the certificate from the British Council, from the Teach English website. And then, other than the 3 modules, there's also resources. It's similar to what I've explained previously. There are a lot of resources in these courses, be it for getting started, for understanding pronunciation, individual sounds, about how to teach pronunciation, and even the techniques and activities to help you learn. So the resources itself, it can be accessed in this tab or in the workbook that I've said before. In the editable PDF, there are going to be several links that could direct you into several documents. There are documents, there are also Facebook video, if I remember correctly, in which you can learn more and understand more as an extra material to understand about how to teach pronunciation. That's all the overview that I can say. I hope you can explore a bit more when you learn in the next 3 weeks. And for the next steps, after you have already made your account, you've already enrolled in the course, and you've already explored maybe a bit on the resources, on the modules. So what's next after this session? You need to do the pre-tests before learning, and then you can start your learning journey for 3 weeks. And well, feel free to ask any questions in the WhatsApp group. If you have any questions regarding, the steps, be it technical or substantive about the material itself. And then at the 31st of July, we will have a sharing session to reflect and share about our learning experience and what we have learned for the past 3 weeks in this course specifically. Before continuing, I want to reiterate a bit about what Miss Junior said 2 days ago. In these courses and regarding teaching pronunciation, we should aim to teach for intelligibility, not perfection. If I remember correctly, Miss Junior said, to have a good pronunciation, don't aim to be as close as possible as a native, but aim to be as clear as possible so that your recipient can understand what you are trying to say. It's going to be about communication in the end. And pronunciation really helps that communicate what you are trying to say to the recipient. And then focus on sounds, stress, connected speech, and also integrate pronunciation into everyday classroom activities, be it small changes, by doing consistent practice to help you better communicate yourself, and to teach how to be a better communicator, to understand more about pronunciation. That's all from me. As the quote from Miss Junior said, clear pronunciation helps learners communicate with confidence. That is all for my explanation. I will now open this session to a question and answer. But first, I'm going to see the chat first. If you have any questions, feel free to raise your hand so I can address you and help you answer the questions that you have. Thank you. Is there any questions maybe about the technical side or the substantive one? You can just raise your hand and I can address you, or maybe type down on the chat. I can also see the chat and help you answer that. Okay. We have one question here from Lamong Tan. What about the GitHub language platform? So for these courses specifically, all the courses that you need to do, like the modules, the units, are all done in the British Council Teaching English website. So all of the work and study that you need to do is in the website that I've explained. For the SEAQIL websites, it's strictly for database. So you don't exactly have to work or learn something in there. All the materials and the courses and the resources are all in the website. The GitHub language website, the Gets by SEAQIL, right now is for database and to get certificate. But for that, you need to complete the modules first to get the certificate from the British Council. And then we can proceed to continue with D1 in Gets by SEAQIL in the SEAQIL website. But right now, just focuses on the British Council website, the Teaching English one. I hope it helps answer your questions. And then, okay, I think I'm going to continue from Nella. So for you will have a pre-test, and there's also going to be a post-test for later. But right now, the task that you need to do is just to learn and to do the modules, the units specifically in the British Council website that I've just explained, in the Teacher English websites. The requirement for getting a certificate is at first to finish the modules and the unit in the British Council web. Then you will get the certificate from the British Council, which then will be eligible to get certificate from QITEP in language. So all the necessary tasks is going to be done in that website specifically. I hope that helps answer your questions. For Murshida, yes, all the training and the exercise and the resources are all done in the British Council website. Please do the unit. Don't forget to do the unit, because for the certificate from British Council, the requirement to getting it is to finish the unit. So please, I do need to remind you guys to do the unit, because you will be eligible to get the certificate from British Council if you did all the units in every module. So there's like three every modules. Just do that. Okay, next question from Kamalia. What the course progress is, it automatically scheduled appear on our account, or do we have to enter our progress manually? So it's an open course and you can access it anytime. I've tried enrolling it a couple of days ago, a couple of weeks ago, and you can just do the courses at your own pace. You do have 3 weeks until our sharing session in 31 July, in which you can, for those 3 weeks, you can do it on your own pace. And you, as I explained before, if you need to find where are the courses located, you can go to my portfolio, find the course and learn in there, and try and do the units and find the resources. I hope that helps, Kamalia. And next question is from Mulyani. You can unmute and ask the question.
Thank you, Mr. Rizan. How about my voice? Is it clearly?
I can hear your voice clear.
Okay, thank you. I just want to ask about, is there any possibility if we can get the certificate because of we can pass, maybe we can pass passing grade for the post test maybe. I just wanted to know, is there any possibility because we can get a certificate because of that? Thank you. Or I mean, like maybe we just have to done all of the instruction in the British Council website. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you for the question, Ms. Mulyani. So for the requirement to get, so there are going to be 2 certificates, right, from the British Council and from QITEP in language. For QITEP in language itself, there's no like a passing grade specifically, but for the certificate for the British Council, I believe it correlates into your unit, because if I remember correctly, there are grades inside the unit. So to get the certificate from SEAMEO QITEP in language, you need first to have certificate from the British Council, and to get certificate from the British Council, you need to pass a certain passing grade and done the units inside the modules in the British Council website. So for SEAMEO QITEP language certificate, there's no passing grade, but it all depends on the certificate that you get from the website. I hope that answers the questions, Miss Mulyani.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Razan.
You're welcome. Okay, to add a bit about the certificate on the SEAQIL part, all you need to do is to either participate in the Zoom or to join in the YouTube via live stream, and then enroll yourself in the Gets by SEAQIL website to get the certificate. But all the passing grade is in the British Council website. Okay. Next questions is for Miss Latifa.
Okay. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Since I am very active in teaching English with training in British Council, I have joined teaching pronunciation training in 2023, and I have the certificate. I had the certificate, but I want to get a certificate also from SEAQIL. So can I join? I join this training, although I have received a certificate from British Council. Thank you, sir.
Yes, you do have to enroll into the courses again, even though you have already have done it right in 2023.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. I hope it helps. Okay, so I'm gonna look at the chat first and try to answer several of the questions. Let me see. Okay. Okay. How many sessions for online webinar in 3 weeks? So there's besides this, and 2 days ago there's only one more, which is the sharing session on 31 July. All the learning activities for the next 3 to 4 weeks is going to be done asynchronously. I hope that answers the question for Mustana. And then for Stephanie Aipasa, so there's no post test. There will be a post test. So there's a pre-test and a post test, but it will not affect on whether or not you get the certificate. It's only for our internal evaluation for our learning, for our teaching program. I hope that answers the question, Stephanie. And then for Farah, in order to reconfirm, I would like to restate the respective question. Yes. Yeah, you need to focus on, well, all the learning and the exercise and the resources are all done in the British Council website. That's what I can tell you. You need to learn and to did the units and the modules in that particular website. I hope that helps answers the questions. And for Benny Arum, all the training is done via British Council or SEAQIL. So for the asynchronous learning for the next 3 weeks, it will be done in the British Council website. But we do have another synchronous session, which is on 31 July 2026, which is 3 weeks from now, which is the sharing session. And it will be done after the asynchronous learning for the next 3 weeks, 3 to 4 weeks. So I want to reiterate again to all of you, if you are still confused. So we have 1, 2, 3 synchronous session, which is 2 days ago, where you learn about how to teach pronunciation. Today, where I help you navigate the technical side of the website. And then at 31 July, where we will share about our learning experience. But for the next 3 weeks, so from now until 31 July, all the learning are going to be done asynchronously. All the learning will be done in the British Council websites asynchronously, where you can access the resource, the workbooks, the materials in there, and also do the units inside the modules. That's what you are going to do for the next 3 weeks. That's why the next 3 weeks is going to be asynchronous until 31 July, where we will have a synchronous session called the sharing session, where we will reflect and share our learning experience for the past 3 weeks. I hope that clears up the timeline a bit if if all of you still a little bit confused on how the timeline, what are the activities. Is there any more questions? Wait, did I miss? All right. So for okay, for Suda, thank you for the questions. So there are deadlines is on the 30th of July because, well, the 31 we were gonna have the sharing session, right? So even though that you can access the materials at your own pace, there is a deadline on 30 July, so you can work it or learn it. It's up to you. But because the 31 July is the day that we are going to have a share, we expect that by the 30th, you have already done all the units inside the modules. You get the certificate from the British Council website, from the Teaching English website. I hope that answers your question, Suda. All right. So when we will be able to access the course? You can access the course right now. As I explained to you, you can just log in and find the course. The courses itself is already there in the website. You can just access it, open it, and all the resources, materials, units, workbooks are all already there. If you have any difficulties finding it, please. Continuing to the next question from Raden Sukarni. I have difficulties to find the modules and unit. Okay, maybe wait, maybe I can help you find it. So give me a sec. I'm going to open the website. Okay, give me a second. All right. So I will help this for all of you to navigate, maybe to find the courses itself. I'm going to share my screen. Okay, so all right. So this is the main page, right? And to find the courses, you can hover down on my portfolio, find my courses, and then, well, I've already enrolled in the course. So if you look like this will contain all the courses that you are enrolled, but currently I am enrolled in the How to Teach Pronunciation course. You can just click Start Course, and it will direct you to here. And these are the overview that I explained earlier, the introduction, module 1, module 2, module 3, and resources. So the unit is inside the module. So for example, module 1, there are 3 units. And let's just click on the first unit, for example, which I've explained and shown earlier. You can just click start, or in my case, it's continue because I've already progressed it, and it will direct you into the unit to do. That's how you navigate and find the specific unit and the courses that you need to do to get the certificate. I hope it helps answers the questions. And all right, so the learning, okay. So there's another question from Erna. So the learning pace is dependent on us. Is there a minimum need to be done to get a certificate if all units? Okay, so to get the certificate, all the units needs to be done. There are in total, I mean, if it's a 3 units, then every unit has to be done. So even from introduction, please do the introduction also to help you understand about the materials. And then all the units need to be done to get the certificates from British Council. And then can we access other courses for right now, for the next 3 weeks? Please do focus on the how to teach your pronunciation courses first, because it itself already has a lot of materials and learning materials. Well, you can please focus on that, because this is what this week's learning objective is about. It's about how to teach pronunciation. So please focus on that courses first. The courses doesn't appear on my course tab. So maybe to help answers that from Nia, maybe you haven't been enrolled yet to the courses if it doesn't appear on your courses tab, and you need to be enrolled. So I will help. This is maybe for all of you also, if you haven't been enrolled. Let me share my screen. So for example, let's go back into the main page. Okay. So for example, you couldn't find your the courses under my portfolio under my courses. So maybe you haven't been enrolled. So first, if you have already logged in, if you haven't been already logged in, please log in. And then under the training, you will find the courses tab, and just scroll, because there is a lot of courses. I think mine is in the second page. So if you cannot find here, just continue to the next page. And then you will find this, how to teach pronunciation. Click on the course. And then you will find this button here, enroll on this free course. You just can click it. And for my case, because I've already enrolled, I'm just gonna go to here, enroll. Sorry, mine is in. It's like I have a lot of enrollment here. So after that, you can, after you click that, because mine has already enrolled, I think there's another pop-up that's going to appear in which you have to enroll. And then you can just click my courses, and it should be there if you have enrolled on that button. But yeah, because I've already enrolled, when I click it, I'm directly redirected to here. But there should be another pop-up to enroll again, and then you can just access in here in my courses. Yeah, I hope that helps. Just a reminder for those of you who can't find the courses in my courses, don't forget to be enrolled first. And just scroll. The course is called How to Teach Pronunciation, and please enroll yourself first in the courses to then access it on the My Courses part. I assume maybe for some of you who cannot find the courses under the My Courses tab, your account maybe haven't been enrolled in the How to Teach Pronunciation course. So please enroll yourself first, and then check it on the My Courses tab. It should be in there after you click on the enroll on this free course, the blue button that I've shown you before. All right. Any more, maybe one more question since time is already near. Okay, so because we are close to the end, there's a WhatsApp group, right? If you have any questions, just feel free to ask there or me, and I will help as best as I can to help you navigate the website itself and help you in your learning activities for the next 3 weeks. Because the time is nearing close. Unfortunately, I have to close my presentation for today. Thank you so much. I hope what I explained can be understood, and I hope you can understand a bit more about the technical side and the substantial side about what you're going to learn. keep your spirits up in learning. And I will end my session saying thank you, and I'm giving the screen back to the MC. Thank you so much, everyone. Good afternoon.
Thank you very much, Mr. Razan, for such a wonderful and insightful introduction to this course. As Mr. Razan mentioned, if you need future information and assistance, please feel free to ask via the WhatsApp group. And for everyone, please ensure you have filled out the attendance form provided in the Zoom chat and YouTube chat. Before we close, we would like to invite our participants to join Elevate group by scanning the QR code displayed on the screen. Ms. Risma, please. Okay. Okay, the QR code in the screen. We will give you a few moments to join the group. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have now reached the end of our session. For link to join the group, we can provide in the chat box too. Okay. Before we close today's session, the quick reminder that our next and final Zoom session will take place on the 31st of July. From tomorrow until 30th of July, learning will continue independently so the Teaching English British Council LMS. During the time, you will still be supported via Elevate group, WhatsApp group by our trainer, Mr. Razan, and the organizing team, Ms. Risma and me. On behalf of the organizing committee, we apologize for any shortcomings. So we have further inquiry, please reach out to our team via WhatsApp. Once again, thank you for your participation. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.